Hey everybody, welcome back to Zoo Tycoon 2. Okay, let's talk a little bit. I do have an idea for what we want to do in this video, but I need a long-term idea for this section of the zoo. And I have a couple ideas. I'm going to run them by you. I want you guys to tell me in the comments exactly what you want to see, and then we will put that in. So here's my two ideas. I wanted to have a big savanna section, but I also had an idea to do a big mountain back here. And I think that that fits in with the theme of this zoo. But have a big mountain back here. And then have exhibits on the mountain. And be alpine area. And just have it be big old alpine exhibits. Kind of have this be a boreal and alpine large area. Let me know what you think. We could do the savanna. And I had the idea of doing like a giant circular... I'm just going to use this as an example. Have a giant circular, and obviously this will be centered up a little bit better, but giant circular area, and then have it kind of split out into three sections, make it look like a peace sign, and then have basically three animals from the Lion King, and do a whole Lion King themed section. Let me know what you think. We might be able to do both if I position this correctly. If we put this over here more, like here-ish, we might be able to make that work and then still have our dope alpine thing that I have planned, but it might not work. Like right here, it could fit. Is that enough space to do the alpine thing? I don't know. So let me know what you think, or if you have any other ideas, then just tell me, and I would love to implement those into the zoo. So here's the plan for the day. We want to put in an exhibit here, and I think that that exhibit is going to be, if I remember correctly, it's going to be the striped hyena. That's the plan, is put these guys in here. They enjoy the desert. We're going to put them in. Hyenas are pretty dope, so I feel like that is an acceptable thing to do. And then I'm going to put in another waterfall over here, but we're going to make it slightly different because it's going to be an actual exhibit, and we're going to put in some flamingos here. And I believe that flamingos are wetlands. Yes, they are. I just think that, like, every zoo has flamingos, and it's always this little tiny exhibit that's mainly water, and I think that we can make this look pretty damn nice. So, I'm going to start working on this, and then let's start talking about life a little bit. This is, like, slowly becoming one of those, series where I just talk about literally anything on my mind, and I feel like I owe it to you guys to talk about exactly what's on my mind right now. So, let's have a little discussion here. I also have no idea how I want to actually set this up. So let's think here. We bring this up pretty high, and then we grab... I would love it if the wetlands water didn't look like absolute garbo. Also, that is going to be very frustrating to have that fence fly up like that. Okay. Please work out how I want you to. Get this nice and pretty. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's very pretty right now. I want you to flatten out, sir. Thank you. And then you flatten out, sir. Thank you. And then we want to get this like so. Flatten this up. Making damn waterfalls in this game is one of the easily most frustrating things ever in the history of anything. But that's beside the point. Let's continue our work here. But anyway, it's been a very busy week. And this might be a little bit shorter of a episode just because of that. Can we do something along the lines of a fence, kind of similar to how we had the other section? It's been a very busy week, mainly due to a lot of projects, a lot of just pure hell in the school department, and finding time to actually record has been slightly problematic. So apologies if this is a little bit shorter of a video. It's just the nature of how my life as a whole is right now. So don't mind that. I was actually a little bit concerned that I wasn't even going to get one of these out this week. But there was no way that we only do one Zoo Tycoon a week. There's no way that I'm going to miss out on getting this video out for you guys. It's just unfair if I were to do that. So here we are. We're definitely going to do this. What do we want? I think that this low fence honestly looks pretty okay. So let's put this in. Flamingos aren't going to jump out of the water and try and kill people. At least, you know, my knowledge of flamingos is really all they do is eat shrimp and live a happy life in the wild. So I think that we're pretty okay here. We can actually just use this fence, though, for this area. Oh, heck. If we do, like, this and then just break the river a little bit here. I mean, we need this to be wetlands anyway. So let's just do this real quick. I'm going to have the majority of their exhibit be water, though. For all flamingo exhibits that I've seen in life, which is a grand total of, like, 2, it's always been primarily water because they are primarily water animals. So we'll literally make most of this exhibit water. Kind of have a little area for... we might make it deeper over here just because. I think that looks fine. And then we'll slope it a little bit. But we'll have the area for where their food is. Because, I mean, they eat shrimp. Is it? Yeah, okay. So we got shrimp here. We can put in their troughs right here. Except I want a wooden water trough, please. And then we'll also put in, like, a couple of these little bowls. They probably don't have a whole lot of stimulating stuff. I mean, sure, they got this wetlands rock. Let's put that right freaking here. That looks beautiful. How flamingos will ever play with tiny balls? Absolutely beyond me, to be honest. They have no shelters, so they do need trees. And obviously, we will give them trees, as that would be cruel if we didn't. So we'll put in some trees here. We do want to put water over here, though. So let's get this set up. Get some water. Okay, please. Friend, stop being like this. Get this wall back like so. And this is going to look fine. I think that this is honestly acceptable. We can then bring over our boreal water into this area. And that leaves a nice kind of transition from one thing to the other. Can we put in a fence here? That would be very nice if we could put in a fence here. Yeah, beautiful. That works. Now what we can do, just to cover that up, large... You know what? We don't need the fence here. If we do this large thing, there's no way we can put in one of the little border fences so that they don't run on out of here. But that looks like a pretty decent transition. And honestly, we could probably put like another one like this. And then we can probably stack up our coastal rocks like we have been doing on the waterfall so that it looks natural. So let's add these in. And you've seen me place pretty much a bajillion rocks before, so I'm not going to commentate exactly how to do this, but you want to remember to make it look a little bit scattered, have several different kinds of rocks in here. Make sure that you get ones that fit, like that one right there, and then we'll just put in a couple like this. That's a pretty big kahuna right there, but it looks pretty okay to me. Put in this guy here, and all of a sudden we got a pretty nice looking waterfall here, which will, you know, the waterfalls look nice. Obviously they're not the greatest design things in the world in this game, but that's just the nature of a game made in 2000 and something. When the hell was this game actually made? Can somebody search that and let me know? I mean, obviously I could just like Google search it right now and get ourselves a solid answer right off the bat, but look, nobody got time for that, okay? Let's get a fence. Obviously, do we want them visible from in here? I think the answer to that is a big old no. Let's block off this view. We can't put in a fence here. Pardon me? Are you underground right here, my friend? You might be. Let's try that now. No? Still don't like it? Not feeling it? I suppose you really do not like putting a fence here. Also, this is way too tall. We need 4s. 4s are good. It's running into this boy. Okay. Get rid of that guy. Put this in. Beautiful. And then we will throw back in this beautiful post here. Stellar. It looks just dandy. We'll put in another one right here because I seem to have forgotten it. Get it somewhat lined up. Perfect. Okay, so we can get rid of... we have some supports. Never need those ever. And then we will just make sure that this actually is enclosed. So we will bring this over to here, and that is, you know, it's a fence, but it's just a non-existent fence. And then if we bring it up actually over the top here, I think that actually does connect. So now we actually have this as an enclosed area. Obviously, the flamingos aren't going to go up the waterfall. If they do, then you know what? Props to them, because that's just incredible workmanship in the area of rock climbing. Rock climbing's not, like, easy, man. I've done very basic rock climbing a solid once in my life, and it is not an easy thing to do. So if these flamingos are going to start scaling this tiny mountain we've created, props to them, man, because that's skill. Okay, let's finish putting in rocks here. We do want this to look good from all angles. And I know that you're probably like, oh boy, here we go. Rock Simulator 2016 again. 2017, whatever the hell year it is. Not that I'm still on a 2016 clock or anything, because I definitely am. But that's beside the point. We want this to look nice from everywhere. Obviously, we're going to have this viewable from these other angles. So if we come down like this, that looks acceptable. That is a waterfall. It looks good. The one thing I will say, these wetlands rocks now look totally out of place. So we will just put in some other ones here. And all of a sudden, this looks pretty damn nice. That wetland rock is fine. It's just these other ones that are a little bit on the, doesn't look as great side of life. So let's put this in. The rocks just mold right in. It's beautiful. The flamingos have a ton of water to work with. We will actually bring this down and around. And honestly, let's, like, try to split the D and go in. No, that definitely was not good. Bring that back. Let's try to split the D here. Like, we can't get this water small enough, man. That's fine. It looks good. We just need to add in a bit more in the tree department. So let's throw some trees in the water. Wetlands trees do grow in water, so I'm fine doing this. Looks a little awkward in the deep end. I'm not going to deny that. But we can make this look nice. I think it looks fine. We'll throw in some wetlands plants. Boom, 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 boom. Throw in some of these. These don't need to be very specifically placed. They can be fairly random and it's still going to look pretty nice. Put in a log right here. I think that'll look nice from a viewer perspective. Sure, I think it looks fine. That's an even bigger log. Can we, like, put that? No, that looks pretty bad. Throw in some lily pads. Lily pads are the spice of life, man. And then we'll just throw in some more shrubs around here. It's really, this is what makes an exhibit, is whether or not the plants and, like, rocks and terrain looks okay. And I think that we did a pretty okay job. This does not look like it belongs here at all. So we're not going to put that in the slightest. These are literally the tiniest plants in the world. Like, is that really necessary? I don't think so. But I love it. It looks totally fine. We can now put in 1, 2, 3, 4. They will interbreed and create a lot of flamingo babies. I'm excited for it. The flamingo babies are going to be the best. We can put in our next bridge here, which will literally go across right. Okay, pardon me. You don't want to actually work here? There we go. We'll put in our next bridge. Obviously just going to go across like so. And then probably just go down if I had to bet. Yeah, this is fine. Just bring it down. Or, you know what? Sure, let's bring it over 1. And then bring it down. Beautiful. It looks fine. Not going to complain in the slightest. We will throw in our stairs on top of this bad boy. I believe we used these. They look good enough, so we'll roll with it. And then we just got to put in the beautiful tile on the top of this, and then this will look a-okay. So let's run back. It's over here. Black tile. Oh, no. Okay, I definitely did this wrong. Get rid of these. We actually have legitimate stairs for this wood that we used. Look, I don't remember, man. It's been a while. I only record one of these a week. I can forget a lot of things in a week. Just ask my calc grade. I forgot everything from an entire semester, let alone an entire week. Okay. that's looking good. These supports, unneeded. If we can just crank through and get rid of these platforms, we can get rid of those. Looks great. And then obviously we just put in our beautiful supports here, and everything's going to look a-okay. If I can actually find them. They're in here somewhere. Here they are. Okay, so put in this guy. Put in this guy. This guy. This guy. Please, this guy. And then I believe 4s are what we do for this. And that looks pretty okay. We can then bring this around, come over here, grab 4s, and put them like this. It's crazy how just this little tiny bit of detail is enough to make a good looking bridge in this game. Like, that's a pretty nice looking bridge. I'm very happy with it. It looks pretty dope. Whatever this contraption is I made last time looks horrible, but we're going to accept it and just move on with it. I think that it looks good enough for me, so that's fine. How much time are we at? We're at like 16 minutes. I honestly think we're just going to make the hyena exhibit and then end off the episode. I don't want to start a new area without your guys's, ideas and thoughts about it. So we're just going to move on, make our hyenas happy. Do I remember we used these, right? Am I right? I'm all right. I think so. Let's use 4s though. 4s seem to fit in just perfect, and we can actually split this beautifully with a 5er right here. Can we get you a little bit perfect? Beautiful. Split it like that, and that looks pretty okay. It just adds a little bit to split up the glass, and it makes it a little bit nicer for us to do some stuff on the inside with splitting up benches and stuff. Real quick, I think that this area right here, we might turn into some kind of kiddie playground. I think that that might be a cool thing to do. See if we can actually make a realistic looking playground. Maybe we'll work on that at the end of this episode. But let's get this hyena exhibit in. We will actually just do a giant wall here. That's not a giant one though. Give me a giant one. I need a 4 high. There we go. Put this guy in right here. That doesn't match the fence though, so we will just slope it down one right there, and that looks a-okay. We could honestly just put in, you know what, let's just put in the 5er. There's no reason to get cute with it. The 5 will work fine, and then we will put in our hyenas here. So let's just crank it up. The default desert scenery I find is pretty fine in terms of things here. We will give them a small watering hole in the back over here, just because giving a desert an actual watering hole seems intelligent. And I kind of want to keep with what we did the last time and put in a tiny tropical rainforest thing here and put in a palm tree or two. Just because I think that, like, the idea of having the what is the word that I'm looking for here? Having the oasis kind of thing looks pretty nice. I'm not talking about the band, you know, hey, here's Wonderwall. I'm talking like that place in the desert that usually has some nice, lush, beautiful stuff. So that looks fine. I think that that's acceptable. Do we want these guys to have a Kopja? I don't think so. I think we can rather just have them in a little cave. We don't need a heated cubbing den for them. It's going to be hot enough in this damn place. So maybe we put like one of these right here, and then we'll give them a large shelter in the back. And that looks pretty okay. Just like put that at a diagonal right there. We don't need these guys. You know what? Move this over here. Like right here seems fine. And then we can put in some more trees just around here. And then the buttes, man. We need the buttes. The buttes make everything. Throw in some rocks. That seems like a bad placement for a rock, man. Put the rock back here. Put Dwayne The Rock Johnson back in his place, man. We don't need him around here. This looks fine. We want this to just look like a loving exhibit, and I think that that absolutely fits the mold. Maybe we bring up their den, though, to like here. Does it use up all of the space in this area? No, but it makes it a little more like, these guys aren't the biggest in the world. You know, this is plenty of space for them to roam around and have a good time. If they go behind there, they go behind there. Do we want them to ever go behind there? I'm a little skeptical now. Let's bring it back a little bit. You know, that's acceptable enough. There's enough room back there if they really had the desire to squeeze behind there. But as a whole, I think this works out okay. We'll scatter food around. We want this to be as scattered as possible so that they're going to all areas of the thing. They have a lot of different food, man, which is good, you know. A balanced diet is a balanced diet. No matter what, that's acceptable. We'll put the logs in so that the hyenas will come right up to the thing here to eat their food. I always think that that's a nice touch to add in. And then we'll throw in some carcasses. Looking at it now, even if it's an artificial carcass, if I'm a little kid going to the zoo, I'm like, damn, that's really messed up. Those people are like, they're feeding real live animals to these hyenas. Like, what the hell, man? And I can respect that, but as a whole, that's still kind of, it's on the sketchy side. Do we want to put like giant buttes in the back here? I don't think so. We'll put this heating rock or resting rock. It is still a heated rock. Never mind. We'll put that right there. Move the butte like into the water a bit more so that it's visible from here. Yeah, you can definitely see the heated rock from there. So that looks pretty okay. We'll throw in some live Arabian prey toys, some live frogs, some live lizards. The rope with the ice just looks dumb, so we're not going to do that, but we'll give them beef shanks. We'll give them a big ball if they want to play around. You know, hyenas love volleyball is what I've picked up from life, and we'll give them a barrel because, you know, hyenas get crazy about barrels. Okay, this is a great hyena exhibit. We'll put in 1 and a 2, and then you know what? We'll throw in another female because the male might interbreed. You know what? Just sure, give them another male. That's fine. They'll all interbreed. It'll be a happy family. I'm excited for it. Let's see if we can make a really odd looking playground area. So if we put in some nice sand fence here, this looks good. And then we do, okay, get the sand fence in. And then if we come over here, we can make a, do we have any unique, you know what? Is this a good time to maybe try to utilize the giant, where are they? Do I not have them installed? That could be a major issue for what I'm doing if I don't have those installed. Never mind. Let's just take a rain check on that one. I thought I had the giant, like these things, but they're curved at the top. Maybe I don't have them. These are just like weird. I don't care for those. I mean, I do have these. Is this really what we want here? I don't think so. Let's just not do that. We'll put in a very basic, like one of these in here. And I think that that looks a-okay. And then, do we want this to be covered by the thingamajiggy? I don't think so. We'll just kind of keep it as is. Move this palm tree out of the way of this. Grab this. Come in. That looks fine. We will do a little bit of a cheeky thing right here and do that so that we don't get the awkward angle. And then this bush sticking out is really bothering me. George Bush, would you like to not stick out? Thank you. Okay, so now we have a nice sand area here. What do we do with the sand area? We add in a playground. Let's do this. So we put in a fountain first. Fountain is going to be like the main focal point in this corner. People will be pumped. They'll be like, yo, let's go check out that fountain though. And then the kids over here will be like, yo, let's go on the bouncy house. That looks horrible. Okay, let's go on the giraffe swing. And then right in with the giraffe swing is this jungle gym. So we'll put that like connected like so. The kids will be climbing up one side, going up the other thing. They might actually not do that, but I'm really hoping they do, because that would make me a happy camper. Is there really only 2 things with this? That's incredibly disappointing. We'll put this weird turtle bounce dude right there, and then the bouncy house right here. And then there's always these things just like chilling out here. So then the rhino's here. We got the hippo coming in shortly. Hippo's right here. And then we'll put lion and kangaroo. That's a baby lion. That's, what? That's a Babylon, not a baby lion. My bad. Okay, that looks fine. Is that the greatest playground we've ever made? Well, I'll be honest with you, it's the only playground I've ever made, so I'm pretty content with it. What else do we want to put in here? Maybe a desert oasis? That seems a little excessive. Maybe we put that in instead of... This thing is huge. Okay, it's a little large. We can fit it, though. If we get rid of this fence, put in the desert oasis. It's very oasis-y. It's definitely facing the wrong direction as well. Get this moved around like so. Now we got the desert oasis in. Can we put in a fence or is it going to yell at us? It's probably going to yell at us. Yeah, it definitely yells at us. We can't even bring it around like that. Okay. How do we want to do this? I mean, I suppose we could just extend this out over here. And then maybe have some benches or something back here. I'm still very skeptical about this. Can we move you back? We can move it back a little bit more. Is it going to allow us to place rocks? I think so. Yeah, okay. Now we put in the rocks. And we try to make them look natural in conjunction with our oasis that we just placed. Is this really looking fantastic? No, it looks absolutely horrible. But you know what? Sometimes making it look absolutely horrible is all you need for success. Okay, get some tiny rocks in here. This looks good. Get another rock right here. Tiny one here. Tiny one here. And then just get some little stubbies. Here we go. Stubby right there. Stubby right there. And we want to mix in like some of these so that it actually looks like these rocks are natural with this area. Are they though? They're not. But that's what, you know, we're tricking them with. We'll put this guy up like this. And then another one like that. All of a sudden, you have the oasis from hell. I love every second of it. It looks beautiful. Now we just need, you know, obviously the parents are going to bring their kids over here. That's not actually how it works in game. The kids just wander off on their own, like all willy-nilly. But the parents are definitely going to need some benches to watch their kids. So we will throw in some benches here. The parents will sit on those, watch their kids. It'll be a happy-go-lucky time. We'll also throw a bench over here. And then in the back, maybe we put like some kind of just scenic thing. Like a... This might be a good time to place one of these things. Maybe put a mosque in. Is this a great time for a mosque? I don't think so. Maybe we put this weird thing. Or we just put that thing. Sure. I think that looks fine. It just kind of... This was a filler thing to put in. It doesn't look incredible, and I recognize that. But... what you gonna do, really? I think that it still looks fine. We'll put in this rock to cover up that little spot right there. And it does stick out ever so slightly. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, move it a little bit. Get it just right so that you don't stick. Can I rotate you, my friend? Just like this, and then just like that. It's like totally sticking out now. Okay. What is the best rotation? Probably like this again. And then, can we rotate you, like, I don't know, man. Sure, is it sticking out? No, it's not. We've succeeded. That's all I care about. Does it look fine from in here? It does. I think that's going to do it. I'm pretty happy with this. Let's just real quick, because I remembered I saw this. I want to cover up the wall here. So let's get a nice... Can we not actually get that all the way? That's going to be very sad if you can't. Damn, okay, that blows. These can only go 3 high. How do we want to do this then? Do we want to have a viewing here? Sure, we'll have a viewing right there. This one, I feel like it's a little creepy if people are watching the people down there from up here. So let's completely block off this one. Like so. And then we'll be able to put like some stuff along there for this, which I think will look fine. This though, is that really how high we want that wall? I feel like people could like easily jump off of that. Not that they're going to, but like I feel like there's a decent chance they will. Let's fix this and actually just bring this all the way around town here. Just because I really don't want to be sued in this game for somebody jumping off the ledge. You know, I know that there's a jumper song from Third Eye Blind, but like, I wish that these people would actually step back from these ledges. It makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, this looks fine. Right here will be a nice low, just like that. I like it. And then we honestly could probably put in... this is definitely intriguing to do something weird with that. But we can probably put in something weird here. I really do like this fence. Let's just look real quick. Oh, we got 5 highs here. That's why that's not doing that. Okay, you know what? 3 highs it is. Wrap this around. People don't need to see anything here. Does that look natural? It looks natural enough. It doesn't look like it from far away, but it looks fine here now. I think that's acceptable. It looks good enough. That's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, remember to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Every single like is very much appreciated. The desert section turned out pretty okay. I really do enjoy how we set this up. It looks pretty dope. In the next episode, we'll start working on the new section. Whatever the new section is going to be, give me some ideas down below. I really do want to maybe challenge myself and try to make that Alpine Mountain have some exhibits on top of it. I think that'd be pretty cool. But otherwise, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!